Hi, I'm Megs,
And I'm Jax,
and this is Musing Over Mugs.
where you can find us musing over all things books, life, adventures, and drinks related.
So grab your mug and join us as we muse about all things holiday movies and books today.
Yay! But before we get started, I gotta know, Meg, what's in your mug?
Earl Grey tea.
Ooh, a classic,
What about
nice
yours?
red mug, love it.
You know, holiday matches the vibe.
Of course, we've got candy cane green tea from Trader Joe's, per usual.
And tell us
In
about
my
that mug.
brand new, just arrived literally minutes before we started recording. This is the holiday mug from Book Babe Design Shop. She did the fall mug, if anyone remembers my Halloween mug that I was obsessed with, and I was hoping for a Christmas mug. She apparently wasn't planning on doing one, like wasn't gonna make it a seasonal thing, but now it is, thank God, because I'm
Peer
not
pressure
collecting them.
works.
They're gorgeous.
They are gorgeous.
Look at these little mugs, a little snowman and a snow globe. Ugh,
Perfect.
It's cute.
We love.
First time using it, didn't even wash it. Like tea, I give it a rinse. It's like it's fine.
It's fine. The hot tea will kill the germs. If you are interested in learning more about awesome book-based gifts like Jax's mug, go check out our last episode. Maybe a last episode? I don't know.
I think it is the last episode.
We
We don't record these in order, if anybody hasn't picked up on that. And we also record weeks ahead of time.
Yeah. So we do have an episode that's already out about gifts for the holiday season or for, just the book lover in your life. So go check that out and find lots more book related gifts. I'm wearing my I like big books and I cannot lie socks that you got me last year for Christmas.
The best.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that I was about to you were like, we have an episode that's already out, go check it out. And I was like, but it's not out, and then realized by the time this one comes out, it will be out. That movie magic. Just slow on the uptake here today.
To all of our listeners and viewers, good luck on this episode. You will need it. So let's dive.
It's been a chaotic morning leading up to this, so we're flying by the seat of our pants, and that's how we're fueled by chaos. So this is the way things are. It is the brand.
Fueled by chaos and books. Okay, so let's get right into it. It is officially, as of recording this, the day after Thanksgiving, which in my world means all Christmas, all the time until December 26th at midnight, and then it all goes away. We are in holiday shirts for the next 30 days. The only thing that will be playing on any of their screens are holiday movies, and we want to tell you about some of our favorites.
That we do. We're going over books, we're going over movies. Are we doing like any other kind of traditional things like that we just do for the holidays as well? Because I just felt like we should add that last second. Sorry.
we can. The main thing that I do every year is I make sure that my husband still loves me, and I buy us matching holiday pajamas. Generally, the sillier the better. This year, they have dinosaurs on them, and it's a Christmas tree Rex. I'm very excited about this. And
adorable.
We've been doing matching. It's only the two of us on Christmas Day. Sometimes we'll go out on Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day we stay home in our matching pajamas. He cooks dinner. We do gifts and do the whole thing, just the two of us, which is amazing and relaxing. And I am very for a private Christmas situation. And I forgot where I was going with that. So
that's okay. Our Christmas jammies. So my family does on Thanksgiving, we give a gift, and it is your Christmas jammies and your holiday soap. Because my family is, again, big on seasons. We do Bath & Body Works, certain flavors, Penelope and Noel for Christmas. So we get that on Thanksgiving. So we got ours yesterday, and we got these really cute Santa. They're shaped like Christmas trees, but they're Santa prints. Adorable. And then we got them for the whole family this year. So it's me, my mom, my sister, and then the boyfriend and the husband are now included in the pajamas, which is very exciting. And then I got a second pair of pajamas for just Brian and I. And so those I haven't ordered yet, but I will be ordering them today/tomorrow, depending on the deal, because I found they're skiing penguins. They're perfect. So that's when we start our Christmas traditions is Thanksgiving. We get our jammies. We get and an ornament. We always get an ornament for Christmas so that you can put it on your tree. So we get it for Thanksgiving instead of at Christmas. So
Should I tell them about the ornament that you got me?
If you want to.
It's in the other room, so I'm not gonna go and get it and show it.
Oh, I'll
put
get it because
on.
it's on my
Oh,
copy is on my tree. It's right here.
But even so, this is a great opportunity to go to our YouTube channel and watch this episode so you can see it. But I also post it on our Instagram. Jax surprised me a couple weeks ago with this beautiful, beautiful ornament and literally tears. And I have no words for how amazing it is.
Megs is included in the family now, so now she gets her own ornament every year. So this is the ornament for this year. I'm going to hold up to the camera.
It is
Kind of hard with
over
the lights.
mugs. I can't even see it to read it.
Yeah. So it says I had an illustrator kind of come up with this like a little version of us hugging, and we're holding our mugs, and we're in like branded sweatsuits, which is adorable in my opinion. And it says musing over mugs. And then should we tell them the new tagline that I put it on there as a joke, and now we've decided it will be our new tagline as of 2023.
Yeah.
Fueled by Books and Chaos is our new tagline coming out to a podcast near you. Couple weeks. So that's on there. And then Established 2022, because that was when we birthed the podcast.
And I love it, and it's amazing. And it's not even going on my tree. I have it just like straight up on my, like, I have bookshelves above my desk, and I just hung it from the bookshelf, so it'll be up forever.
Mine is on my office tree. I have 3 trees because I'm a serial killer.
No, because she
I love Christmas. And it started during the pandemic. I was like, why not? We can't leave the home. Let's make it the most festive. So now I have a tree in the bedroom, I have a tree in my office, and we have like a real tree in our living room. But my office tree only has branded, beautiful, colored ornaments that match the vibes and are musing over mugs ornament.
Which also matches the vibes.
It does match the vibes. It's everything's pink.
Perfect. We love. I got myself additional pajamas aside from my Christmas tree Rex pajamas, and
As
they
you do.
are snowmen that have champagne bottles. It's very exciting. I didn't even realize they had champagne when I bought them, and then I saw them and I was like, oh my God. And so they're wonderful, and they're being laundered as we speak.
Yes. I can't wait. And I have all my I pulled down years of Christmas past pajamas and sweatshirts and all that jazz, all the Christmas stuff from the attic yesterday. So it's all in the wash, so that when Brian gets home from work, it is going to be Christmas.
We're gonna clean the apartment, like deep clean it this weekend, and then as one area gets cleaned, it will get decorated, and then probably next weekend we'll go get a tree.
Gorgeous. Mm-hmm. So carrying on from our Christmas traditions, they start on Thanksgiving. My family, so after we do our dinner, we gift our pajamas and our ornament, and then we put on the new Jingle Jammies and we watch Elf. That is how we kick off the season every year. And so we watched it last night, and that movie is still hysterical to this day. I've watched it like at least 70 times. It will never not be funny. Mm-hmm. I will never not cry. Every time.
I mean, the singing at the end,
where
everybody believes to power the sleigh. It's you can't.
When that dad starts singing and he opens his arms and the sleigh goes overhead, waterworks.
Every time. Love it. We don't have like a kickoff as much as like I'm just not allowed to do Christmas things until after Thanksgiving. But as soon as like the day after Thanksgiving, so today it'll be all holiday shirts. I have my Merry 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 on. You'll see others for the next few episodes, and that's it. And then Christmas, I'll start watching usually before Thanksgiving by myself. This year I got to do it with you, Jax.
I'll start watching talk about that one soon.
The Netflix, Hulu, like all of the Christmassy holiday movies that, the traditional trope ones that are fun and ridiculous and so bad they're good.
Yes.
So started doing that already this year. I started another movie this morning, so I'm very excited about that. But the one movie that we have to watch every year is Die Hard. And I know you haven't seen it.
I was just going to say, I've never seen it. I know I'm going to get shit for that.
No, it's fine.
Maybe this is the year.
It's okay if you don't. Again, I don't even like Star Wars, so fandom.
But you've at least seen it.
I've seen some of them, and I don't have any desire to see the rest. But that is the one thing that we have to do in our family is watch Die Hard. It's not.
And you do that on Christmas, right?
We usually start at Christmas Eve and finish at Christmas morning.
That's adorable.
It's Christmas isn't over until Hans Gruber falls off the Nakatomi Tower. listen, it's fine, but we are very steadfast in that Die Hard is a Christmas movie in this house, and if you disagree, the door is right over there. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
I'll watch it this year for you.
Okay, it's really for Brian. It's his.
Oh, I was like,
his
which
movie.
Brian? Because I think my Brian also wants me to watch it.
For the Bryans. Do it for the Bryans.
Do it for the Bryans. I will do it. On Christmas, we watch all of the Hallmark Christmas movies. We just watch the whole marathon all day in our Christmas jammies.
So you like put the Hallmark channel on and just play?
Just let them ride. Yep.
Okay.
It's become a game. I can't really even tell you what most of them are about. They're all the same, right? They're all the same. Girl returns back home, falls in love with an unexpected man who's a farmer or something, and then quits her New York City life and lives in this boho town in the middle of nowhere. Adorable.
Save
I love
the
it.
family business.
To save the family, always saving the family business. But the best part, Megan, is that they do not kiss. They kiss one time in the whole movie typically, and it's at 57. Like, so the movie ends on the hour. It's at minute 57. We have timed it. We like, it's now a game.
Oh,
Whenever we watch them, we're like,
this.
54, 55. Between 55 and 57 is usually when the big smoocheroo comes. A couple of the newer ones, there is a little bit more mackin' than normal. But we're loving it. It cracks me up. I think they're so bad that they're amazing. You can't look away. I love every second of it.
So I love it. We know what the trope is. We're fine with it. It's all good. I'm gonna read. So a couple weeks ago, I was at your house. We watched the new Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie.
Amazing, by the way. And by amazing, it's the same thing. So horrible that it's amazing.
So there was a tweet that went around from Jonathan Dean on Twitter, and it said, now I don't know if this is real or someone made this up, but either way, it's true. Watch the new Lindsay Lohan, Falling for Christmas. Appalling. No one in the film wants to be in the film. Terribly directed. No idea how to tell a story. Shit story. Anyways, baffling prop decisions. Acting subhuman. Highly recommended. Haven't laughed like that for years. 5 out of 5.
Absolutely perfect. It was
What
like
is
a Hallmark
happening with
movie.
my hair? I'm sorry.
It's gorgeous. No.
Oh, it was doing things.
Girl, you're beautiful.
Oh,
we love you. It was like one of those Hallmark movies that just doesn't really make sense. It's just like, but it's fine. And it was great. And welcome back, Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, she was wonderful in it. Oh my gosh, I loved it. The movie was fun. I think people who don't like these movies don't understand what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to be revolutionary. They're not going to change the world. If they do, great. They're going to change it for the better more often than not. But they're just fun.
They're just lighthearted.
They take
happy
your mind
Christmas
off,
movies.
They take your mind off the shit.
Yep.
You know, the stress of having the holidays and presents and this, that, and the other thing, or families or anything that's going on that it might stress you out, because the holidays are a really stressful time. For a lot of people, it can be like really emotionally taxing. These movies are an hour and a half. If you're lucky, sometimes they're under an hour and a half. You know, it's an hour and a half to just tune out, to not worry about anything, to just chill and enjoy the silliness and the magic of this season, if you will.
Agreed. I think they're perfect. And I've recently, as of last year, started finding those Hallmark movies in book form. And it just compiles. I love doing it. I love all these happy, sappy romances for the holidays.
So I haven't really read Christmas holiday books. I've read a couple, but last year I put down the book and I picked up the Netflix and I watched the movies. So
yeah, it's a balance.
I'm not good at the balance yet, so I'm going to turn it over to you to tell us about some of the better, funner, most ridiculous, really
Sorry
bad.
About the cat. Get in your basket, dude.
The cat's fine. That's Tucker.
Tucker the fucker.
Unofficial mascot.
He chills in his basket most times, but he's feeling very, I think he's cranky because I kicked him out of the bedroom earlier. So He's just roaming. Any Hoosers. Okay, so I started last year. We talked a little bit about these in our seasonal read episode. The ones I had read last year included The Holiday Swap, which I'll just give you the quick, I'm not even going to read the whole thing, but it says it's perfect for Christina Lauren fans in a holidays and Josie Silver's One Day in December. Feel good holiday themed romantic comedy about identical twins who switch their lives the days leading up to Christmas. Loved that one. I thought it was super cute, super fun. I gave it a 4. Then I read Jingle All the Way by Debbie Macomber. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything about this one. Oh, she was I remember. Okay, this was it was cute. It was silly and stupid, and does not make sense. This like overworked, like she's very workaholic, doesn't see her family in she barely goes home for Christmas. She's always working, and her vengeful assistant books her a guided cruise to the Amazon instead of a luxury beach vacation that she thought she was getting for the holidays. And then she ends up, finding love on this cruise. It was cute. Not my favorite. My favorite, though, was The Santa Suit by Mary Kay Andrews. And it was it was just all the things. Right? So you have the woman who's gone through this horrible divorce and sad, goes, uproots her life, gets this gorgeous farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. This middle of nowhere ends up being the capital of Christmas. The whole town gets into it. And the people who she bought the house from were Mr. and Mrs. Claus, for the town every year. And so she finds the old suits in the attic, and then a whole magical thing happens, and it was really fucking cute. I loved that one. So that was my favorite of last year's book. Now, that was the only 3 I read last year. This year, we had decided after Halloween, and I told the story on our Instagram, that we weren't doing this again. We had bought several holiday books for Halloween, and it got a little stressful because we're trying to read them, at the same time. So 1, we can discuss, 2, we can record about them, or post about them in general. And it became a lot because I also had a book club book. You're reading other books on top of that. It was just too much to handle. So we made an active decision.
Also, we have jobs.
Full-time jobs on top of this.
Full-time jobs.
And lives, which don't include a lot other than books and this. But we do have that as well.
Books and chaos.
Books and chaos and just chatting amongst ourselves. But we decided we weren't doing this. We had picked 2. 3. There were 2.5. We had picked the one, which I'm going to get into, the Little Library Find. We had picked Merry Little Meet Cute because it sounded adorable and had some good representation in there. And there was the one that you wanted to read, the holiday, I forget what it was called, but it was monsters for Christmas. So it was bridging the gap between Halloween and Christmas. So we were perfect. Those will be the ones we do. I blacked out.
Walking in a Witchy Wonderland.
Walking in a Witchy Wonderland.
It's several different books. All, if I can make my Kindle work, which does not seem to be working.
I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 books. That doesn't even count whatever's on my Kindle. One of them was, okay, we're going to start with that one. I have to tell people.
It is November 25th. She's got 30 days.
I will get through a lot of these. I've already gone through 1. I already read 1, which I'll go over in a second. But the one that I want to talk about most is the Little Library Find. So my Starbucks has a little library, and I check it every day. 9 times out of 10, not a lot going on. I'd walked in one day and it was empty, and then the next day I went back and I brought a few books. I was I'll add to the pile, because usually I'll take one, leave one. Came back fully stocked. I was like, oh my god, who came here? The Christmas elves have come overnight. And this was literally July. Christmas in July. They had stocked the little library, and they happened to have 2 copies of this book. And I said, it's called Sugar Cookie Murder by Joanne Fluke. I picked it up. It was adorable. And then I grabbed it because I was I want to read that. And then I was you know what? I should have got that second one from Megs, because then we could read it for the podcast. And then I was you know what? It's going to be a sign. If I go back tomorrow and it's there, sign. Went back tomorrow, it's still there. So I got the second one. I'm going to read you the back because I think it's just so many things and sounds wild. And that's why we decided to do this one. When it comes to the holidays, Minnesotans rise to the occasions, and the little town of Lake Eden is baking up a storm with Hannah Swenson leading the way. The annual Christmas buffet is the final test of the recipes Hannah has collected for the Lake Eden Holiday Buffet Cookbook. The recently divorced Martin Dubensky arrives at the buffet with his new Vegas showgirl wife, all wrapped up in glitter and fur. His ex-wife, however, seems as cool as a chilled eggnog. And when Hannah's mother's antique Christmas cake knife disappears, it's discovery in the décolleté of the new and now late Mrs. Dubinsky puts the festivities on ice. With everyone stranded at the community center by a blizzard, Hannah puts her investigative skills to the test using the ingredients at hand, half the town of Lake Eden's, and a killer. Now, as the snowdrifts get higher, it's up to Hannah to dig out all the clues and make sure that this white Christmas doesn't bring any...
She can't even get through it, folks.
No, it was a sneeze. I was trying so hard to hold it in the hole.
No, we're gonna go with you couldn't even get through it.
I couldn't get through it. No, I usually start dying around the antique cake knife found in the décolleté. Now as the snowdrifts get higher, it's up to Hannah to dig out all the clues and make sure that this white Christmas doesn't bring any more deadly tidings. I mean, I've never seen more puns in one book description. I was like, I want all of this. It's got murder, it's got festive, it's got baking. Also, half of this book are recipes. I'm so excited. I think this sounds absolutely ridiculous.
It's literally the internet, like the blog post where you have to scroll through pages and pages and pages of backstory before you get to the actual recipe that you want.
You have to get through a whole book before.
Where someone commits murder.
I was like, oh my god, I thought this is a Hannah Swenson holiday mystery with recipes. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Is this a series?
God, I hope so.
Includes over 50 original recipes for you to try. I can't. This one sounds hysterical. I'm so excited about it.
Cocktail coming soon.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the one I sent you yesterday? 2 days ago.
We're not going to talk about it because it's
No, we're not, but that's the one.
So that's coming out when this episode comes out. So there's our one cocktail. We were talking about how we need.
It comes out like next week,
So I'll make it next week. Game
okay.
on.
Perfect.
I'm excited. All right, so that was number 1. Number 2 was, I'm going to go with this one because I already finished it. Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. So for the Musing Over Mugs holiday book swap, I was doing some digging into my matches, favorite authors, going through her Goodreads, all this jazz. She had named Tessa Bailey, Christina Lauren, Sarah J. Maas, I think, as her favorite authors, some of her favorite authors. And I was like, let's see what's out there. And then discovered that Tessa Bailey had a holiday book, and I had no idea. As a Tessa Bailey fan, I was upset with myself. So I bought her a copy and I bought me a copy, and I had to read it, obviously, to make sure that it was, worth sending her before I did. And let me tell you,
did not disappoint?
No,
Perfect.
Did not disappoint. I mean, so here's the thing, and we're going to talk about this in our next episode with Tessa Bailey. We love her. She can do no wrong. I feel when you sign up for a Tessa Bailey book, you know that there's just going to be some outlandish things that don't really add up, but you just kind of glaze over that because the smut is so good. It doesn't matter. So that was that. I loved it. It's about a girl who's in jail, just gets out of jail. And her dream is to be a window dresser. And it's staring at it's at Vivant, the window. Some guy asked her opinion on it. She trash talks it. How it's a tragedy in tinsel, I believe was the quote.
And he's the one who designed it?
No, he's the owner or the manager of the store, and then he hires her to redo the windows. So she's living on her dream. She's finding her best life, but it was holiday, it was whimsical, it was romance. Tessa. It's Tessa. I loved it. So
I want to just shout you out that you read the book before you sent it to your book swap person. I did not read the books I sent to my book swap person. I'm going to write a lovely card saying I didn't read these, but I hope they're okay. If they're not, I'm sorry.
The second one I have not read and will not read, and I won't read it before. I bought a copy for myself as well. It's called The Matzo Ball. So the other thing that my book swap person wanted was, I hope that she gets this before this podcast. I don't know if she listens to the podcast, but
I hope so.
I hope so. She had wanted books about people in other cultures, and other religions. And so this was one of the book choices for Book Babe no, what is it called? Bad Bitch Boston book club.
Mhm.
This was one of the ones they had voted on for December, and I was like, oh, that sounds really cute. It's about a nice Jewish girl with a shameful secret. She loves Christmas. For a decade, she's hidden her career as a Christmas romance novelist from her family. Her talent has made her a best-selling author, even as her chronic illness has always kept the kind of love she writes about out of reach. And then it goes on to she has to now write a Jewish Hanukkah book per her publisher's request, and she can't like find the magic like she could for her Christmas novels. And there's a matzah ball that happens, and it's supposed to like reinvigorate her. So the back of the book says. So I'm excited about it. I thought it sounded really cute, so I bought it for her and bought it for me. So I'm not going to do that. My package is going into the mail this weekend, so I'm not going to read it this weekend before this goes out, but I will read it this year. So I'm very excited about that one.
Do you want to go through the rest of yours?
Sure.
I don't have any this year. I'm gonna read the Sugar Cookie Murder, but whatever else in the Witchy Wonderland, and then whatever the Witchy Wonderland is an anthology, so it's like 4 or 5 books just all together, and I don't think they're gonna take too long to get through, because they're gonna be fun and whimsical and magical. So those are like the only 2 on my list. I'm going hard on the movies this year.
I'm going hard on the books. You're going hard on the movies. All right, so I'll tear through the rest of these and we can toss it over to you for movieing. All right, so we have Christina Lauren in A Holidays. This one is... Oh, she ends up in like a Groundhog Day type loop where she keeps like reliving the same day over and over again, and something about she's going to find Christmas love to break the spell. But we love Christina Lauren. And I saw this going around last year. I think it was a book of the month book last year. And I thought I got it, but it wasn't on the shelf, and then it didn't sound familiar, and it wasn't in my Goodreads, so I was like, bought it again. Bum, bum, bum. Then I'm a big sucker and was walking by the shelf. The book area in Target is like my kryptonite. I just kind of avoid that corner of the store because every time I go in, I end up buying something. But this one, Meet Me Under the Mistletoe by Jenny Bayless. I mean, that's an adorable looking cover right there. Adorable.
It really is.
We love a cartoon cover.
I just sent Brian to the store to go get mistletoe because I did not find it last year and it ruined my whole vibe.
You put up actual mistletoe? That's adorable. I love that.
Do you not?
No. I've never put up mistletoe.
Oh, you should. It's so fun.
I'm going to. Oh my god. I'm going to get mistletoe. It's so cute. I'm going to hang it right in like the doorway into the living room.
Like I'm going to put it like right up here. So like when we're passing and all.
Uh-huh. I love that. Yeah. Okay. We're doing this. Eleanor Noel, Nori for short, is quite content running her secondhand bookshop in London. That sold it right there. First line. You own a secondhand bookstore?
We're
done. We're friends. Forever torn between her working class upbringing and her classmates' extravagant lifestyle at the posh private school she attended on scholarship, Nori has finally figured out how to keep both at an equal distance. So when 2 of her oldest friends invite their whole gang to spend time leading up to their wedding together at a castle near their old school, Nori must prepare herself for an emotionally complicated few days. The reunion brings back fond memories, but also requires Nori to dodge an ill-advised former fling when she falls quite literally into the arms of Isaac, the castle head gardener, who has nothing but contempt for the snobby prep school kids. The attraction between them is undeniable, and as Nori spends more time with Isaac during the wedding festivities, she finds herself falling hard for the boy she used to consider an enemy. Nori and Isaac explore their common ground, but pressure mounts on all sides, and Nori must decide what kind of life she wants to live and what sort of love is worth the risk. Ah, come on, that sounded adorable.
Secondhand bookstore, enemies to lovers, castles.
Everything. We fucking love a castle, which remind me when we get to the movies. Castle note.
Oh, okay.
This one, I have absolutely no idea what it is. Let It Snow by Nancy Thayer. I think my mom read it last year and then gave it to me, and so it was on my shelf. So I got that. It's a Christmas in Nantucket. I believe she writes exclusively on Nantucket, similar to Ellen Hildenbrand. Oh god, there's a sticker on this cover.
Oh, are we going to watch you try to de-sticker it?
Nope, because that's going to take too long. But the last one on the list is, I gave this rant on the gram. This just happened. It wasn't supposed to happen because, again, we had said no to buying a lot of books, but I was scrolling through Instagram, and on a post there was a comment from an author. It was like author Jax.
Oh, this one. Yeah,
and I was
okay,
like, I'm Jax. That's amazing. And then I clicked on her profile, and her name is Jacqueline, spelt the same way as mine, which no one ever spells it. So for those of you who don't know, it's JACQUELYN, and everybody is LINE at least. And like when I was growing up, all the things with the names on them, like you could never get LYN on anything.
As an MEAGHAN, I know your pain.
It was rough. So I was so excited when I found Jacqueline spelled correctly, who's an author, and then also goes by Jax. And it's a Christmas novel. I mean, she has other books, but this was the one that I found. And I like went to her page and was like, Christmas, sign me up. Don't care. I don't. It's based in London. There's something about December. Madeline Joy is feeling more meh than merry. When an Icelandic volcano erupts 6 days before Christmas, hazardous ash congests European airspace, canceling flights indefinitely, including the 30-something's connection to Paris. Stranded alone in London, separated from her sister, and with the devastating one-year anniversary of her best friend's tragic death just days away, Madeline has never felt less festive. And as things couldn't get worse, the cute guy driving her cab to the hotel won't shut up about carolers and tinsel. We love a grumpy sunshine. Julian Hallowell is one of life's sunny optimists. A former music journalist, he has embraced his love for London by starting his own black cab business, enthusiastically ferrying passengers from one historical landmark to another. But life hasn't always been easy for Julian. Having navigated several life-changing setbacks, including a cruel betrayal of his former fiancée, Julian remains hopeful that he'll meet somebody kind who shares his love of music, his corgi named Winnie, and of course the magic of Christmas time in London. Despite being an unlikely match, fate seems determined to throw them together. But can the grieving American find joy again in the world where lights have all but dimmed?
I bet she can.
I bet she can. I mean, everything about that sounded amazing, and I didn't care what the plot was. I was buying it because I needed to support a fellow Jacqueline. So I'm very excited about this. This will be my next Christmas read once I finish the arc that we are doing now. This is up next, so I'll report back, guys. But I'm optimistic. It sounds amazing.
We love it. I think the books are probably a lot better than the movies, as they normally are.
Always. But we also love the movies.
We also love the movies. So a few years ago, pre-pandemic, so actually like 4, maybe 5 years ago, I started hosting basically a movie party. Come aggressively comfy. I have snacks, so we'll do like a friend's gift exchange if we wanted to, but we are watching at least 2, maybe 3 of the bad movies. And one of them was a standout, so much so that there was a request to watch it the second, we watched it the first year, there was a request to watch it the second year.
Perfect.
And I don't repeat movies because there's just so many out there that we haven't seen. Listen.
You don't repeat movies?
Not these kind of movies.
Okay, fine. That's fair. Although I have watched, I think, a couple of times the Vanessa Hudgens Christmas one on Netflix.
She has several. She is the official queen of Christmas in my eyes.
The princess, is it Princess for Christmas?
No.
I'm going to look up the name now. The Princess Switch.
There are several sequels to that, and I will watch.
Oh, I've watched them all
of them. Yeah. So I'm trying to make this large, and it's not working. It's called The Spirit of Christmas. She is a lawyer. She has to go and shut down an inn. He haunts it. They fall in love. He is a ghost.
He's a ghost.
He is a ghost.
Oh, I love this.
He is a mighty, mighty, muscular ghost.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
It's giving Dead Romantic vibes, and I'm here for it. Because we know that I loved Dead Romantics.
She falls in love with a ghost. He's tormented. Grumpy sunshine to the extreme. He is literally haunted. Thomas Bowden, I think is his name. So look him up. He's fun.
Is that his name in the movie or the actor?
That's the name of the actor. Okay. He's got a very strong jawline.
We love a good jaw.
Oh, Henry Cavill. Jawline. He's given big Cavill vibes.
Nothing's better than Cavill.
He's bringing the Cavill.
He's bringing the cavalry.
God, sorry.
Tried to make it funny.
There's so many, and at some point you just kind of like scroll and you hit one and you see how it goes. I just started the Noelle Diaries with the guy who plays Kevin from This Is Us.
Ooh,
I'm literally like a half hour, not even a half hour into it.
I can't believe I can never stop a movie. I'm
I
impressed
had
by
to
you.
because we had to record today.
That's true, but you could have just told me I got to finish this movie, and I would have understood.
That's not how I roll.
Is that Netflix?
Uh-huh.
Fantastic. Can't wait to watch it. That's what I'm going to do this evening. Nope. I'm going to finish the arc this evening. Then I will watch Noelle.
Single All the Way, another Netflix movie. Watched it
Yup.
last year.
Amazing.
So good.
That one
Jennifer
was so
Coolidge. Lovely. Mwah. Here for it. I'm just scrolling now. Again, all of the Vanessa Hudgens. So she had the Princess Switch. She had A Night for Christmas, where a knight travels through time,
Yep.
and so she's got to like help him. I hope she has a Christmas movie every year.
The Princess Switch was 2020. The Princess Switch 3, 2021. This article does not give me if there's a 2022. Let me specify in my search. I'm just saying
I did watch A Boy Called Christmas last year.
That's based on the novel by why am I Matt Haig. Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite.
That's fair. I did not watch it nor read
The
it.
Holiday with Emma Roberts.
Amazing.
Very good.
Fantastic.
Check that one out. Let's see.
Oh, the one that I wanted to type about was the castle one. Is it called
The
A
Brooke
Castle
Shields?
for Christmas? Yes.
Yeah, that was not good.
What?
That, because it took itself too seriously.
I thought it was, well, again, so bad it was good. Like, I chuckled the whole time. It was just so ridiculous.
Love Hard, I really liked. Little catfishing in there. Nina Dobrev, I think is how you say her name. Jimmy O Yang, who I think is so fucking funny. Definitely check that out. That came out last year. She also thinks Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
There you go.
There.
Sold right then and there. Did you do Bad Moms Christmas?
I did.
1 and 2?
Well, the first one's not a Christmas. It's just Bad Moms. And then the second one is Bad Moms Christmas. Or did they come out with 2 Bad Mom Christmases?
I thought they were both Christmas related, but that's fair.
No. Castle Christmas Inheritance. Trust Fund Baby has to go on a mission to like a village in the north. Very funny. Holiday Calendar. Great. Christmas Prince. Terrible. We loved it.
Christmas with
the
Crank?
one we never saw it.
Never saw it. Oh, that's a good
Never
one.
saw it.
And that one's not like a bad. That's like an actual Christmas movie, not like a Netflix or Hallmark kind of Christmas movie. But I do love that one.
The one that we started that we didn't finish was the Christmas Wedding Planner.
I do want to finish that one.
Yep. There's always like someone's dead or like there's a lot of dead parents in these, which is not very like.
Did you do Operation Christmas Drop?
Yes, with
So
Kristen Davis
good.
and Rob Lowe with the elephants. Yes, I love that one so much. There was another one where she goes to like Australia, maybe. I don't know. I'm just like scrolling through at this point. The Night Before Christmas is the one. Wait, no. Are you thinking Holiday in the Wild, or is this a new one?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to yourself?
I'm talking to you.
What's Holiday in the Wild?
I'm talking to is the one that we're with Kristen Davis and Rob Lowe and the elephants.
That's I wasn't gonna call you out like that, but this article I was looking at did not have Kristen Davis listed on that movie. I wasn't gonna blow your cover though. I was like, we'll just glaze over that. No one's gonna notice. No, Operation Christmas. Anybody who fact checks us. Operation Christmas Drop is Kat Graham, Alexander Ludwig, Virginia Madsen, but it's like an Air Force base, and they are going to shut down one of their bases, and it's like a Christmas. It was like a military Christmas thing, and it was really cute.
Yep. Okay, I did see that.
Elephants.
This
is different. I was like, ah. You just know that I am that kind of friend. I'm going to hype you up and just go along with whatever you say. I'm
sure.
We're not fighting.
This is the issue, though, is like there are so many out there, and then you're just like, I don't know.
Can never end.
And you get them confused and all of that. There's one on Hulu that came out a couple years ago. Let's see if I can find it.
There was another one that just came out on Hulu, I feel like, that looked really cute this year.
There is The Happiest Season on Hulu that had Dan Levy in it from Schitt's Creek. Have you seen that?
Nope. And I love Dan Levy. So
Kristen Stewart is also in it. And Aubrey Plaza.
Did I watch this? I definitely watched a Christmas movie with Kristen Stewart last year.
Alison Brie. It came out in 2020.
Stewart. I need to see a picture from the movie. Christmas movie. La 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 la. Yeah, Happiest Season.
Yeah. Did you watch
Yeah, I fucking watched that. And I forgot that Dan Levy was in it. Jesus. I call myself a fan.
God, you're a mess.
I am a mess.
Kidding. You're wonderful.
What the fuck is this? The 12 Pups of Christmas?
I was just going to say that. I was like, I'm being suggested a movie here. And
same. Oh my God.
We're going to have to pause this podcast.
Yeah, we're watching that. Romance, holiday, and puppies. Done.
Holly's Holiday. I did see that one. That was aggressive.
I'm so sorry. I'm not a quiet sneezer. I am a production sneezer.
So aggressive. Girlfriends of Christmas Past. I feel like I watched that. A lot of them are fun. It's a lot of the same tropes across the whole thing. A lot of them, like, there's a timeline and you have to do something and you have to find the magic of Christmas and prove you're a good person and all this stuff. So they're fun. They're a little senseless.
Again, they're meant to unplug from all the chaos that the season brings and just bring a little joy. And that is why we love them. That's why we watch them. That's why we read them. What are yours? What are some of your favorites that you guys have that, you know, you watch every year or you're excited to watch this year? Books, movies, shows, anything.
A lot of people I know have, especially people with kids, they'll read like
Night Before Christmas.
The Saint Nick. They'll do that on Christmas Eve. So what are your traditions? Maybe you're like me and you kind of didn't like the traditions that you grew up with because they put too much pressure on you, and so you created your own, and that is staying in your jammies all day, watching movies, drinking, and eating.
Yep.
Which, again, I highly recommend.
It's the fucking best. We swapped, I forget what year it was, at some point, the year that the Hallmark movies took over our Christmas tradition. We just never got out of our jammies that year, and we were like, we're just gonna stay in our Christmas jammies all day. We're gonna watch movies. It's the best.
It is absolutely the best. I highly recommend. And with that, thank you so much for tuning in today. We appreciate you.
Thanks for joining us and listening to us rant about Christmas books, Christmas movies. We're excited for the holidays.
Woo! And with that,
please be sure to like, rate, and subscribe. I did it! Yes!
She's got this. She's got this.
It's never not going to be exciting when I get the things right, because I usually end up mixing those up. But like, rate, and subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss an episode. And if you didn't enjoy this episode, that's totally cool. Please send us a DM and do not trash us on the internet, because we're fragile.
Yeah, but we want to do better. So send us the DM. Tell us what we can do better. Tell us what you want to hear. Tell us what you want to see. All that fun stuff. And
welcome to the shit show. It's just pure chaos here.
Chaos and books. And with that, cheers.
Cheers!
Happy reading.